When I was a kid, one time my dad and my uncle were just sitting out on the front porch drinking a beer, talking about the old days. And I'm a kid, I'm watching SWAT cast in the living room, and I wanted to get some soda. And I eventually ended up thinking to myself that the alcohol, because the alcohol and the soda, they kind of looked like they were in similar colored cans at the time. And I asked my dad, if I could get, some soda. My dad's like, sure, you can go get some, go get something to drink. So I accidentally get the alcohol instead of the soda, and I drink the soda for the first time. I drink the alcohol for the first time. And all of a sudden, I just remember like the smell of it was weird. You know what I mean? And I drank my first sip of alcohol when I was like a small child, and it tasted like how urine smelled, and I was like, this is disgusting. I don't want everyone to. This is gross. So obviously I poured that can down the drain, and I got the soda, and I never ever wanted to drink again because it was disgusting. It tasted horrible, and then I got older and was like, why would anybody make a habit out of this? And later on, me and my brothers, my brothers were interested in smoking, and smoking was kind of like really pushed in the 90s, and we ended up, my brothers and my cousins were in the backyard of my grandma's house, and we were all like, they were rolling up paper, just regular paper. Now I think about this was the 90s, so this paper was like laced with chemicals and stuff. So they're rolling up just regular paper, lighting up the end and acting like that paper was a cigarette. And and they were smoking it, and I remember, I puffed in, but there was no smoke, so it was like there was nothing to blow out to make you look cool. So my brother was like, "Oh, you gotta, and once you inhale, you have to have it like go to the back of your throat." And the first thing I thought about was, sure, I'll give it a try, whatever. So I did that, and I instantly, like, as soon as I did it, I instantly got a headache. It was like, this is disgusting. And one thing about me is I hate headaches. So the very first time I smoked paper, literally an actual piece of paper, I ended up getting a headache, and I just said to myself, I would never ever smoke willfully ever. It seems like an expensive habit. I mean, it seems like a really expensive way to kill yourself. And now that I get older, I see people smoke and drink all the time. The first thing I always wonder is, like, how do you force yourself to like that stuff as a child to turn it into a habit when you get older? But yeah, to this day, I don't smoke or drink because I think of alcohol as urine water, and I think of cigarettes as an instant headache. Ooh.